Every recession exposes the same lie, that retirement is a date, that savings replace income, that stability comes from institutions instead of systems. When the economy tightens, most income models collapse. Travel doesn't. It doesn't disappear. It doesn't die. It shifts. And understanding that difference changes everything. Recessions don't destroy spending. They rearrange it. People stop buying things they don't need. They delay upgrades. They pause luxuries. But they do not stop traveling. They still visit family. They still take milestone trips. They still escape stress. They still look for experiences that feel meaningful when everything else feels uncertain. Travel doesn't stop. It downgrades, redistributes, and optimizes. And that matters more than most people realize. Most income models are fragile. They rely on constant growth, constant consumption, constant confidence. Recessions crush confidence first. Jobs freeze. Bonuses disappear. Commissions shrink. Side hustles dependent on hype evaporate. And suddenly, people realize something uncomfortable. Income that requires constant effort is not secure. This is where most retirement plans quietly fall apart, because retirement isn't about how much you saved. It's about whether income continues when work stops. Travel operates under a completely different set of rules. Here's why. A hotel room expires every night. An airline seat disappears once the plane takes off. A cruise cabin unsold today cannot be stored for tomorrow. Unused inventory equals pure loss. So the travel industry is built around one priority: fill the room, fill the seat, fill the cabin. Not branding, not loyalty points, not flashy ads, occupancy. That single fact creates an entirely different economic behavior. Most people only see retail travel. They assume the price is fixed, the discount is rare, the deal is promotional. That's not how this industry actually works. Retail platforms exist to sell perception and convenience. Wholesale systems exist to move inventory quietly. The hotel does not care who gets the deal. It cares whether the room was empty. That's it. This is why discounts exist without advertising. This is why prices vary wildly for the same room. This is why insiders don't book like consumers. And this is where opportunity lives. During recessions, retail buyers pull back, corporations tighten budgets. Advertising slows, but inventory still expires. So wholesale systems become more aggressive, not less. More excess, more redistribution, more need for quiet demand. Travel doesn't get weaker in recessions. It becomes more dependent on efficient systems. That's the difference most people miss. Most retirement strategies assume one thing, that you can stop working and still maintain lifestyle. But lifestyle requires cash flow, and cash flow requires systems. This is why Myron Golden says, you don't get what you want, you get who you are and the systems you operate in. Savings is not a system. A pension is not a system. A 401k is a delayed withdrawal plan, not income. Travel systems, on the other hand, are built on recurring behavior. People don't stop traveling when they retire. They travel more. Here's the line most people never cross. Consumers experience recessions as stress. Insiders experience them as repositioning. The same trip, the same hotel, the same flight, different seat in the system. Gary Vee says the best opportunities are where people aren't looking because it doesn't look sexy. Wholesale travel isn't sexy. It's not loud. It's not viral. It's infrastructure. And infrastructure survives downturns. Joe Dispenza often talks about this idea. You can't solve a problem with the same mindset that created it. Most people try to solve retirement with more saving, more effort, more sacrifice. That's the same mindset that caused the problem. The shift is this: stop asking how to earn more. Start asking how systems generate income. Travel is already happening. Money is already moving. The question is not if revenue exists, it's who it flows to. People expect travel to be an expense, a luxury, a reward. They don't expect it to be a recession-resistant system, a redistribution engine, a cash flow vehicle tied to behavior that never stops. That's why they miss it, not because it's complicated, but because it doesn't match the narrative they were sold.
Most people will go through the next recession trying to cut expenses. A few will reposition themselves inside systems that already work. Travel is one of the last industries where demand never disappears. Inventory must move, and systems quietly reward insiders. The difference between struggle and stability is an effort. It's where you sit,